Good morning from Big Sky Country. I'm Stacy, owner of Montana Used Bricks. And today I'm doing another this and that video. Again, I fell behind on the comments on my videos, but I do want to thank everybody who's left comments and taken the time to write the comments, because I know how busy everybody is, so it really means a lot to me. And even though I may not always respond to them, I am reading them as they come in. So there was a couple I just wanted to talk about today. I don't think there was really any questions. It's more just I wanted to be able to share these with you guys. This first one was a comment on a video I did a while back about identifying parts. Another helpful hint for identifying the parts on torsos is using Brickinize. It's an invaluable tool when trying to identify minifigs. Cheers. And I have to say that I have not personally looked into this, but I am all for any site that will help identify parts, especially the minifigures, because there are so many of them out there. And Google image search does fairly good, but this sounds like this is specifically for recognizing bricks. So it may be a better resource than even Google image. And I might try to do a video in the future, talk about this site, Google image, and I think there's one more out there too that I would like to look into as well. The next one is response. I think it was one of the this and that videos that I did where somebody was asking about the tires or rubber pieces, how to keep them from drying out. And they had asked how I store them. And I really don't do anything for them. I just put them in a baggie and they go into a drawer. I thought this was a great tip. For tires, I spray them with Armor All, dry them with a paper towel, and then store them in zip bags. And I never would have thought to do that, and I think that is such a great idea. Okay, the next one came because somebody had asked me if I was on Brickell, and I said I wasn't. And this person posted this comment on that. Using Brick Freedom and syncing to the Brickell store has been the easiest thing I've ever done in my business. It will take you a day and the entire store now sells on a new platform seamlessly. Definitely worth the investment. It will also make picking much faster because Brick Freedom's picking software is very smart. You might actually save time, not spend time Brickell syncing. I've mentioned this before. I keep saying that this is definitely something we want to do in the next couple of years, but we haven't quite taken the leap. And I am really interested in doing this. I had been hoping to talk to another Bricklink seller and do a video with him talking about how he uses this stuff, but that didn't exactly pan out. So if there's anybody else out there who would be interested in going over this with me and maybe doing it as a video so we can put that out there for others, I would be very interested in that. So if it's something you might want to do, go ahead and hit me up either through my email on the YouTube channel or through messaging on Bricklink, and we will connect and hopefully get something going. Because this, like I said, it's something I'm interested in, but I'm hesitant. I'm not somebody who jumps into new things right away, and I will think about this to death. So if somebody could give me a little bit of encouragement and tell me, yes, this really is easy to do, I would be very interested in working with someone and getting something like that done. Okay, so this is coming from a new Bricklink seller. Thank you for all the info. I am brand new to Bricklink Store, and here's my question. Is there a way to make adding inventory quicker, specifically this? I can see when I get parts that already have drawers, but I'm literally all over the place putting each piece in its already designated drawer. It's like going to the gym. What's your method? And my method is this method. In fact, I often call it my workout, because some days it's the only exercise I'm getting is getting up from my table and putting it in a drawer, going back and getting more. And I know it's not efficient. You don't have to tell me it's not efficient. I know it's not, but this is how I've done it from day one. And like I've just said a few minutes ago, I'm not good with change. My husband, on the other hand, has a great way of putting parts away, because he actually works on the new parts in the house. So obviously coming out here. He doesn't want to be coming out every 2 or 3 minutes. So he uses the Advent calendar trays. So there's 24 slots, and he has a little piece of paper that has like 24 squares on it. And what he does is he'll put parts into one of those slots on the Advent calendar tray, and then he'll write on the piece of paper what drawer it goes in. So he is a lot more organized about putting stuff away than I am. And I think a lot of it too is when you're working with used parts, you kind of are all over the place if you want to keep them in the designated drawers. I know that there are some people that just keep creating new remarks and they put their parts into those new drawers, and that works great for them. If you have the extra space, that might be something to look into. I don't have a lot of extra drawers or space to do that. Just keep creating new spots for parts that I already have in inventory. So yeah, I do a lot of up and down, and like I said, yes, I know there's a lot of ways out there to make that more efficient, but for me, it works. It gets me a little bit of movement, so I'm not sitting for 4 or 5 hours at a time. I actually kind of enjoy doing it that way. There are days when I don't feel like doing it that way, and then usually that's when I will try to get one of my grandkids to come over and be my runner, and I will tell them what drawer it goes in and they will run it over. So that's an option too if you have kids. And speaking of space, I have talked about how I organize plenty of times. I've talked about the Papa Max storage system, and I'll try to put a picture up here if I remember. I love the Papa Max just because for my small space, it works well for me. A lot of people don't like it, but for me, I love it. And I have not been able to order any new Papa Max since before COVID. I think the distributor in the US kind of gave up because there was such a backlog of trying to get storage systems, and I believe they came out of China. And I mentioned in a video that there was somebody who told me that they bought them direct out of China, but I didn't really want to go that route because of shipping and everything. It seemed like a lot of hassle. However, I got this comment about a week ago. I asked you about them in another video. Ignore the question. I was looking for the Papa Max somewhere here in the US. I took it upon myself to import 500 of them, and we'll see if I can sell them in Amazon. I will let you know when I have them. And I gotta say, I immediately wrote back and said, yes, I'm very interested. So when you get them, let me know, because I just want like, I think 8 more sets to fill in some space that I do have. And then I think I'm gonna be pretty much maxed out on storage in my small space unless I do some reorganizing. This last one, when I read it, I just burst out laughing. And here is the comment, and I'll explain why I found it so funny. I started because of the Scooby-Doo mystery van set. I had several parts and I became obsessed. All my Lego is taking over my scrapbooking room. Need to find balance as I love doing both. And the reason this cracked me up is for the longest time I was basically running my Lego business out of my scrapbook room to the point I couldn't get to my scrapbook supplies. So when we built the shop, I was able to move everything out here and I got my scrapbook room back. But now it's this balance of trying to figure out how to spend enough time on the business but still be able to do my scrapbooking, which I love, along with card making and diamond painting and crocheting. I have a lot of crafts I like to work on, but it's finding that balance. So this person, I feel you. I know exactly what you're talking about, and trying to find that balance of not only space but also the time to do both is very challenging, and all I can say is good luck. That's my video for today. If you have any suggestions on videos you'd like to see in the future, or have any comments or questions, please feel free to put them in the comments below and I will happily respond to them. I usually not only respond in the comment section, but if I think it's worthy enough, I will throw it in this video and answer as best as I can. I don't always have the answers, but I like to throw it out there because if I don't have the answers, usually one of you do. So I will put it out there. As always, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.